Show me your wares.
Maybe... Next time.
Oh, so hungry.
What can I do for you?
What about this? Do I look like a proper wedding guest now?
Magnificent. I couldn't have picked a better
Oh,
outfit
we did it.
myself.
And
I
what's
think
the
I'll get you
shoes?
to dazzle them all.
This could use some repairs.
Excellent. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Take care. Pissing down again.
Greetings to you. Save your whistling for the cows, you lout.
All I want to do is see what this wedding's like. Been taking me, it's got to be like 16 hours now.
Greetings.
Can we go to Samin now?
That wasn't too hard, was it? It suits you. You won't look out of place now.
Good to hear. Should we go?
Hold on a while. I'll get washed and dressed, then we can go.
Reputation lost. Why? What for?
Welcome, Miller. Who are
What?
your companions?
Who do you think? More guests.
Crazo, my friend. So you've arrived. And you're bringing company?
Sir, allow me to introduce Miss Kvyetta from Kolin. She's an acquaintance of mine. That is, I knew her parents. They were burghers.
I was passing by, and Miller Crazel was kind enough to ask me to accompany him. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I wouldn't turn away a visitor from so far away.
Lord Samin, why didn't you tell me you were expecting a lovely lady?
I'm just as surprised as you are. This is Goodwife Kvyetta.
Miss Kvyetta, from Colleen. It's an honor, Master Chamberlain.
And what brings you here, Henry?
I'm escorting Miss Kvyetta here.
I asked Henry to chaperone Miss Kvyetta. She doesn't know anyone here, so I didn't want to leave her alone.
The services of your lad will not be required. I'll be happy to take care of Miss Kvyetta. Of course, only if she wants to.
It would be an honor, Master Chamberlain.
You can leave, boy.
But, Master Chamberlain, you wouldn't just send Henry off, would you?
There's plenty of food and drink, and my door is always open for Henry.
Thank you. What about Lord von Berghoff? Has he arrived yet? I'd love to meet him.
The Royal Chamberlain is certainly not interested in the likes of you, boy.
Well, he hasn't arrived yet anyway.
I'm sure he'll come. You don't have to worry, sir.
I hope so. We can't hold off the ceremony until evening.
Oh, plenty of daylight left. At least you can get rid of those flea-ridden beggars by the gate in the meantime.
What? They're back? Tuma! Didn't I tell you to chase them away?
I drove them off, but they came back.
Close the gate so the guests don't see them. They must be gone by the time Lord von Berghoff arrives. Every last one, you hear?
Oh dear, oh dear. Why so angry, sir? You seem a little jumpy. Surely not because of Sir Otto.
Of course it's because of him. What if it all ends up in disgrace? What if he turns up at the gate and leaves? I know he's capable of that.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks, but I can't ask that of you. What kind of host would that make me?
If the boy offers voluntarily, you shouldn't turn him down. If he proves himself, perhaps we can introduce him to Lord von Berghoff as a reward. If that's what he wants.
I promise I won't bring shame on you.
We'll see. I've got to make some arrangements with the cook, but come and see me later. In the meantime, you can introduce yourself to the bailiff's son, Svartepluk, over there. You're the same age, so I think you'll get along just fine.
See now, Henry? I'm sure he could point you out some pretty lasses.
There's plenty of other entertainment, too. Bailiff Thrush is holding a dice tournament, and Captain Gnarly a dueling contest. In short, a proper wedding. Eat and drink to your heart's content. Rejoice! It's a big day for Samin.
One more thing, sir.
What else? Did I forget something?
They're, weapons.
Yes, of course. Please leave your weapons with Tuma. You surely understand it's for security.
Don't be greedy. Give us alms. Give us God will pay back double for your charity.
Would you like some piglets, sir? It will go well with the wine here on the table.
I saw old Thorbrand.
Can I get you a piece of piglet? Golden and crispy, well fed, here on the table. It will settle your stomach.
What's that mangy old dog doing here anyway?
piglet,
He's the biggest
so that your
landowner
stomach
in
can handle all that drink today.
Moreover, his age commands respect. It will be
Can I get you a piece of golden and crispy? Here on the tongue.
And you're
Doing it from a distance. So we won't
What she smut? Well, well. Look who's here. Good to see you, Henry. This is Vitek.
The son of the biggest drunkard around. Be glad you didn't have the honor. Fortunately, my father's not here to embarrass me again. Ma's afraid he got lost. Wish she didn't even come to the wedding because of it. But I'm sure he's just sleeping off his hangover somewhere.
Quiet, you two. Sakura. Now I don't know what he said to her. Christ. Look at her face.
Whose?
Look over there. That pretty girl and the sad sack trying to impress her.
That's our friend, Wojtek.
Can't say I blame him. She's lovely. Your friend has good taste.
He's bitten off more than he can chew, though. Hey, Svatcha, what's her name, anyway?
Mishka. Her ma is old Samin's cook. That asshole Wojtek thinks he's going to win her over with some idiotic verse.
Well, actually, girls like poems. Well, unless you gabble like a barnyard gander while reciting them.
Gander, huh? A good one. Why don't you show Wojtek how it's done?
Well, I suppose I...
Jesus Christ! There's an idea! Let's bet on who has a better chance with Mishka. Vulgar Wojtek or handsome Henry.
I'd like to see that. You're on.
My money's on Henry. 10 groschen. So off you go, dust off your hose, tuck in your shirt, and go and win her heart.
I'll wager 10 groschen he fails.
Oh, this looks funny.
I'm in.
Whoa! I didn't expect you to agree right away. You're an animal. You and I will get along just fine.
Well, you get along with everybody. Well, that is, if you don't punch them in the mouth at first sight. What's Wojtek even saying to him?
Yes.
All right. Bring me a gold.
Oh, Mishka, dearest. You give me no rest.
Really? Isn't it the other way around?
You keep me awake at night.
You poor thing. Try a decoction of Melissa and Valerian.
How I long to hold you tight.
I can hardly breathe as it is.
Great things.
How I long to kiss your lips. And, put my hands on your hips.
Enough. I can't listen to another word.
That makes two of us.
And you are who?
I'm Henry.
What do you want here?
To pay this beautiful damsel a compliment. That's allowed, is it not?
The damsel isn't interested.
The damsel has a voice. And a name.
And may I know it? Or is that impertinent?
Mishka.
Now look here.
Anything wrong?
I spoke to her first.
Are we on the marketplace here?
You think you can amuse Mishka more? That's a joke.
Why don't you be a good lad and leave us alone for a while? I amuse every girl in bed, as is right and proper.
I beg your pardon?
You shouldn't boast about making girls laugh their heads off in bed.
That's
Don't
funny,
worry,
eh?
Mishka. The only big thing this fella has is his mouth.
That's not what it's about.
I know. First, you have to win the damsel's heart.
And you know how?
With poetry, of course.
I can do poetry.
Then prove it.
Holding onto the grass, he squatted over the pit. The grass broke, he fell right in, and covered his ass in shit.
What?
Are you a fucking idiot? Saying such
Yeah,
disgusting
what?
stuff to a decent girl.
I wasn't expecting a verse from the royal court, but that you haven't done too well so far.
That's putting it mildly. You'd bore even a chicken to death. Never mind a clever girl like you, Mishka.
You know what, Wojtek? You can kiss my arse.
What did you say?
Shut up, the pair of you! I've had quite enough of your cock-measuring contest. And I don't know which is worse. That or your stupid rhymes.
But where are you going, Mishka?
Anywhere. As long as it's away from you two fools. What a
Fucking
pack of
hell.
idiots.
See
This
what you
is
did?
all I need.
Mishka would be mine if it wasn't for your meddling.
Shut it, you
Careful.
loser.
Stop messing around.
Good. Don't do it again.
Come on then. Wanker.
One of those fancy moves, for fuck's sake! I'll rip your arse open!
Take that.
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood.
We just fuck the quest up or something. Hey! Oh yes, come on. We should play as him, basically. Best character in the game.
Cursed luck.
Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
Your concern is really touching, Hanush. Did you come to see me off, or to help me do my laundry?
Watch your mouth, priest. You might end up losing more than your parish.
Easy, my friend. Don't let him get you all worked up.
I'd like to teach him a good lesson.
But that's not why we're here.
Well, why are you here, then?
We have a secret mission for you.
Secret mission? Sir Radzig, I hope you're not trying to drag me into some state espionage game of yours. Somehow, over the years, I fell out of the habit of being inconspicuous.
You buffoon! Let his lordship finish!
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should. But he's not.
Just realised they changed this guy's voice. Sounds weird.
And now you want me to find out why he's not here yet.
That's right. You'll go to Trotsky and see if anything's happened to him.
All right. I'll do it.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
This game's actually getting really interesting now.
Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Don't worry, we won't. Any crushing will be done later by the executioner.
Oh, what a relief to hear that. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again.
Oh, yeah?
Give over.
Well, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. Nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
Do you realise the shit you got me into? I was stuck in a foreign region, far from home, without money, without my things, and the worst of it all, I was completely alone.
I know, I know!
I totally understand this game
You
now.
said I behaved like a fool, all right? So, what were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in a mill for some Miller Crazel. I thought I'd have a nice little job hauling the odd sack of flour, but there were lots of interesting things happening there.
I've heard about Crazel too. An odd chap by all accounts.
Odd is putting it mildly. What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Fucking hunting.
But where did you get the gear for that? We arrived in Troskowitz like a pair of beggars.
By using the old noggin, pal. I pulled a strong thread out of those rags I had on, made a snare for game, and before you could say jackrabbit, I was hawking half a dozen hares around the local cottages.
Weren't you worried about the local gamekeeper?
That nitwit! I found out he was fond of the booze, so I snooped around his lodge, and when sleeping it off, I went hunting. Once, I even went into his shed and, borrowed a bow and a quiver full of arrows.
Thieving, too, to top it all. Christ!
Oh, give over. Once things are sorted out, I'll give it all back. Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God.
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear? Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! You hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fellow will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it.
So I spend all that time, get stripped all my stuff, and then I go to the wedding, and then I got new stuff again. What?
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom. They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
No idling. Get hauling.
Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the
Why
bride
wouldn't
doesn't
they when
hear
it's true? It'll be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant.
Leave it alone.
Excuse me.
Things wedding like.
It was nice. Good food and drink.
Jesus Christ!
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride doesn't hear you. She might take offence.
It's clear as a bell. Everything was fine as long as we had a king.
We still got a king, though.
Wenceslas was worthless as a king.
Who knows? But someone might care why I was here.
Wedding like.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Trotsky.
Let's hope the bride
For
doesn't hear
sure,
you.
Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
The worries he has. Well, if Greek folks like hers, it ain't no wonder they get
That's that.
Stand up, would you? Hey, where are you creeping to?
While we're on the subject of the castle, have you seen Erezine the scribe?
I saw him, but I didn't speak with him.
Did he seem off to you?
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
I'm a blacksmith too, even if I don't look the part right now.
Oh, really?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith, a respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what, go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well,
the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom, always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
Well, it depends. Usually 4, but once there was a 3-legged foal born in our village.
All right. You're a fool, but maybe you're a handy one. So go and make one horseshoe for the groom, all right?
But a horse has 4.
Aye, but Kabat's missing just one, and I ain't going to waste more on him.
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right, but I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads!
While we're on the subject of the castle, have you seen Erazine the scribe?
Where's that fool of a blacksmith? Like always, he loiters around here all day. And when you need him, he vanishes like the wind. Like always, where's that fool of a blacksmith?
I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. This is useless. I should move it. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. I have to hammer it more evenly.
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
I've been banging this spot for a long time.
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?
Merciful God, grant that our Captain Thomas may
That
recover.
damn wretch!
I beg you, let his wounds be healed, and if you take him from the
Well, this one's gonna need some more work.
That miserable blacksmith, where is he now? miserable blacksmith. Where is he now?
I've been banging this spot for a long time. It's almost finished.
Crucifix. Where's that blacksmith?
The first bell. Another 11 to go.
Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind. Like always, he loiters around here all day, and when you need him, he vanishes like the wind.
And showed us the power of enduring pain with fortitude. Look down upon our captain's honor.
About that horseshoe.
Well, did you get it done?
Yeah. Here.
Well, what are you standing around here for? I told you to take it to Kabat.
No. You told me to bring it and show it to you.
You're a smart one, eh? Well, now I'm telling you to go to Kabat with it. He's our groom. Most likely he'll be idling by the upper stables, the grouch. Just between the two of us, he's a very unpleasant fella. Unlike me.
I can't wait.
Christ, what a day.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here.
I brought you those horseshoes. I mean, horseshoe.
That took long enough. I've only got one horse here and I've got nothing to shoe him with. And you know who gets in the shit over it?
You?
Exactly. Mistakes are punished here, so either I'd end up reduced to beggary, or I'd have to go back to what I was doing before. And I wouldn't like that.
What did you do before?
You're a bit inquisitive, ain't you?
Well, I get the feeling you're actually proud of it.
Let's just say I haven't always made an honest living. Is that enough for you?
Sure. I wouldn't want to be rude.
Very wise.
Do I get something for those horseshoes?
Hey, I've no time for jokes. I've only got one horse here, but even so.
I'll be going then.
So run along, and next time, put some effort into it.
It's a long haul from the mill, and
This property belongs to someone else.
What do you need? Hurry up! I don't have all day.
Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything?
This could use some repairs.
Why is that cobbler even there? Because you can't even buy anything.
Jesus, what a piece of shit.
I heard they're going to cut down the old forest road. That's just it. Some noble was resting under it. Not for shade. Because it was pissing down. All the more reason to leave it be.
The second toll for Hans.
When's the last time you saw the bailiff get anything done on time? That tree will still be here long after we're gone. Farewell then, my friend.
Greetings.
What do you want from me? Take a look at yourself, you bum.
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, blacksmithing is more my field.
Ah, well, that's handy. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
But that poacher is innocent.
An innocent poacher? But that's nothing to do with me. My job is to make sure it don't collapse when he swings.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
Can I help you?
How's life treating you?
Not too bad. But I've got so much to do. I'd have to split myself in two to get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out?
Sure.
Eh?
Where could I find a decent apprentice?
Please. People are always asking me if you're looking for help, but they're never good enough for you.
I don't want some good for nothing in my house. I need someone who's capable and has a good head on his shoulders. Most important, doesn't rest on
That's one sharp blade.
God bless.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. Would you happen to know how I can get into the Maiden?
And what would you want in there?
I want to pray in the chapel. And they don't want to let me in.
The chapel, eh? Well, I'll be damned. I know one hand by the name of Binyak that wanted into the castle too, but for a damn different reason.
What was Binyak after in the castle?
A certain buxom chambermaid who wouldn't give him what he was after in the hay and wanted a fine feather bed.
And did he succeed? In getting in, I mean.
Aye, he did. He climbed down into the well in the courtyard. See, there's caves under Tursky, and the well ain't actually a well, but an underground pool in one of them caves. And from there, you can get to the dungeons, and then into the Maiden.
Oh, he sounds bold.
Oh, aye, but they still caught him and gave him a whipping. And when they found out how he done it, they took the cleats out of the well wall.
What does that mean?
That the next Binyak would have to jump in and not climb down. I wouldn't fancy that.
Indeed. I'll be going.
Aye, I've got to get back to work too. God be with you.
You don't mind building a scaffold for an innocent man?
No, such matters ain't my concern. The lords decide. I just build the scaffold. A fella has to know his place in this world, like my old pa used to say.
I'll be going.
Aye, I've got to get back to work too. Farewell.
Hmm? Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed. Go! Away!
The third toll. I better get moving.
This property belongs to someone else.